Happy Tuesday! My name's Nick.
My name is Alan.
And welcome
into the dungeon.
We left off last week with Shrew's Shrubberies making a swift escape from a pack of hungry wolves, and you guys had made your way down the road, putting some distance between you, and Fabian had pointed out that his horse was looking a little tired, so I believe you guys were going to make a makeshift camp, albeit without your camping tents, bedrolls, and all those home comforts that perhaps you got used to on this trip.
Yeah, on our haste to get away from the wolves, we left all of that behind, but no worries. I'm a druid. I'm used to living in the forest, so I know my way around a good old forest and how to find comfort in the wilds.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because I seem to recall you being a druid with +0 in nature.
0 in nature. Yeah, that's right. But I believe I have survival. Yeah, I got +3 on survival. So I'm good in the wild. I know my way around. Don't worry about me. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, you guys wait here. I'm going to go off looking for some materials, some things that we could use to make our stay here, our rest here, much more comfortable. Some maybe fallen leaves and, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so on that note, I'm going to ask you to roll a survival check.
Okay. That's a 15 plus 3. That's 18 total. Not bad, you see?
Not bad. So yeah, you spend some time looking around, and you manage to find a partially hollowed out tree that will fit a gnome, a halfling, and a human. Provide some cover. Found some branches, and you've also found a wagon's top that perhaps you can use to give you some extra cover.
Nice. I was thinking more of like natural resources, but it's good that I've also found some man-made ones to help with our stay here. So I go back to them and I say, follow me, I found the perfect spot. There's a little hollowed tree down there, and I found this too, and we can make a very, very comfortable little resting place for us here.
Well, I'm glad, because those clouds above look like either rain or snow, so better get somewhere swiftly.
Yes, we can huddle up in the tree. What fun, let's go.
Okay, so you guys make your way over. You set up a nice little makeshift camp. It's now sort of like, I'd say it's dusk, dawn, not dusk. Because you had got 2/3 of the way through your watches before the wolves attacked. So the sun's starting to rise as you're sort of huddling round. Are you making a fire as well, or?
Yeah, we'll make a quick fire outside of the tree.
Carefully, yeah?
Yeah, we don't want to burn anything down.
So you guys make a fire for warmth. You feed and water the horses, particularly Fabian's, which was looking rather worse for wear. And Fabian looks exhausted at this point. He really needs a little bit of a sleep because he didn't get much the previous night. And as you guys are settling down and sort of huddling together, sure enough, you see a little bit of snow starting to fall.
Nice.
So are you guys actually staying? How long is it you're planning on staying for?
No, I think just a while to rest, so that the horse can rest a bit. But I don't think we're going to stay enough so that Fabian can have his full rest. So he might take a point of exhaustion as well. Because Fenna and I have already rested. So we cannot rest again until a certain amount of time passes.
Mm-hmm.
According to the rules. So we're not just going to hang around. So unfortunately Fabian is going to have to soldier through this one.
He's got to take one for the team. Anyway, I'm sure there's a warm bed waiting for him in the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, we are close. We're what, a day away maybe?
Yeah, a day away.
Yeah, we'll just
about
carry
30
on.
miles.
Yeah, we'll just carry on with the end of the trip.
Okay, so you guys make your way back onto the road with your horses, and you spend most of that day traveling on the road back to Phandalin, the trail you've now been on for the last few days, the tribal trail. and you recognize now that you're just a couple of miles away from Phandalin, and you notice that the road in front of you is littered with broken branches and the odd tree that looks toppled down. As you sort of continue to march down a little more carefully now, as you're noticing that something odd's gone on here. Even though it had snowed a little bit in the morning, it's been clear for the rest of your journey. Yet here you're noticing signs of perhaps heavier snowfall or ice or tundra. And as you're sort of cautiously approaching where most of the damage seems to be, you notice that there's a number of bodies laying across the floor.
Damn it. So yeah, we slow down the horses and I jump off my horse. I don't see much. I look around. Do I see anything in the sky?
You don't see anything in the sky.
I approach the bodies. Are they human?
There's a mix of human, elf.
Orcs?
No orcs.
What seems to be what has killed them?
Give me a nature check, a medicine check.
Total of 18.
So as you're looking at the bodies and sort of checking them for marks or for wounds, it looks like they've frozen to death. What's that over there? Shrew, what can you see?
I see the victims of an attack. They seem to be frozen. And whoever did this has caused quite the mess all around here. Can I make an investigation to see what might have caused all of this?
Yeah, go for it.
It's 14 plus 0.
Okay, so as you're looking around, you notice that these fallen travelers aren't just any travelers. They bear the sigil of Neverwinter, and they looked armed. You see the remains of what would have been a cart or wagon that perhaps was escorting them, shattered. And as you're looking around, whatever did this came from up above. From what you can see in the trees and the surrounding area, looks like there's been a lot of commotion coming down from above.
If I were to take a wild guess, I would probably say this has been caused by a dragon.
It's a dragon you saw.
Well, it's the one that's been spotted all over Phandalin and all over the Sword Coast, at least this area as of late. So I would imagine so, yes.
But don't dragons breathe fire?
I suppose. You're right. I'm not sure. Perhaps this dragon that lives in cold places breathes cold breaths.
I don't know much about dragons.
Neither do I, to be honest. Perhaps we should inquire in town when we get there, if there's anything left.
Fabian sort of perks up a little bit on his horse at this talk of dragons. He looks pretty tired, but it seems to have piqued his interest as he looks around at the carnage. And what was it you rolled? You said, was it a
14?
14. Roll again with advantage, because now Fenner and Fabian are sort of looking at. I mean, these look like guards of Neverwinter to you. You grew up on the streets of Neverwinter. You would have seen these uniforms.
So I roll another investigation
Yeah.
with advantage.
Yeah, because you're being assisted by your companions.
Okay. That's a 3 and a 1. So I do get to roll the 1, yeah?
Yeah, you get to
Reroll.
re-roll the one. Luck of the halfling.
Not much better, but it's a 10.
Okay, so I'll say that because there's 3 of you now, sort of searching curiously amongst these remains, you notice that one of these guards or soldiers, there's a slight twitch in one of his fingers.
Okay, can I walk up to him or to her?
Yeah, you're searching. Shrew was having a look at this body in particular when he noticed one of his fingers slightly twitch.
Right, so I want to make a medicine check to see if the victim, the person is breathing.
Okay.
Total of 20.
You sort of get your head down close to the chest, and it's very, very faint. But you sort of hear like a very soft with a shiver. This particular person seems to be alive still.
Okay. Fenna, come here.
Yes. What have you found?
This person seems to still be alive. Perhaps you could help them. Give them some healing. Get them to wake up.
Yeah, I can cast Cure Wounds. And she walks up to this person that looks a little bit like an elf, because you can see the pointy ears. And she puts her hands on his cold body, and she starts feeling the warmth of her magic leave her hands and sort of go into this poor person. Roll for hit points to recover.
That's a 1 plus 2. That's a 3.
So 3 HP.
Yeah, I want to also, if we have any blankets that I imagine we might have left a lot of the stuff back when we escaped from the wolves, but I'm sure we would probably still be carrying blankets in our packs, or maybe attached to the horses.
Yeah, I'll say you've got some rags that perhaps you can put together with a tarpaul that you found earlier today.
So we want to kind of wrap this poor person up, keep them as warm as we can, and kind of throw them over back of the horse.
Okay, so you manage to wrap him up and, I'll say, more gently place him on top of the horse and then throw him over.
Yeah.
As you're doing so, you see that his eyes are started to slowly open, almost as if in pain from the deep cold that set into his body.
Stay with us. We are going to find shelter, a better place than this, a place where we can feed you some hearty food and give you some well-needed attention. I'm afraid that we don't have the resources here to nurse you back to good health. So stay with us. It'll be an uncomfortable journey, but bear with us and you'll get better soon. Hang in there.
Okay, and with that you mount your horse as well. I'm going to say that he's on Fabian's horse, because you and Fenna were sharing.
Yeah, it would make sense. So, yeah, we mount our horses, and I want to I don't want to go to Phandalin. I want to try and go to Vincent's farmstead. Okay,
so yeah, you're pretty close at the moment. The road ahead sort of forks a little bit into a rougher trail. It's not like a proper road. It's more like a country lane. And you know that this, based on the directions you had been given in town, you know that this is the way to Vincent's farm.
Okay, so we are. It's a gentle walk from the horse, and keep our eyes open if we spot Vincent or anything we see familiar from the description we may have had from the person that gave us directions.
Okay, so after about half an hour, 45 minutes of traveling down this trail, sure enough, you see some farmland up ahead. You can see some outbuildings and a farmhouse. And as you're approaching, everything seems to be boarded up.
They seem to have been expecting an attack here. Would I know which one's Vincent's house?
Well, it's like outbuildings, like a stable, a barn,
right?
Paddocks, and that. You don't see any animals out either.
And I see a home?
Yeah, you see a house.
I'm going to walk up to the house, check on our traveler, on our fellow that's at the back of Fabian's horse, check on the person to see if they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're still on the horse. They haven't fallen off.
Still breathing.
Still breathing very, very softly.
I'm gonna walk up to the house and knock on that door. Vincent, it's me, Shrew.
Shrew?
Oh, how I've missed that voice. Yes, it's me.
What are you doing out of there?
Oh well, I've come from the Tribal Trail, and we've been helping some friends out. We were making our way back to Phandalin and seen an attack. We guess is from the dragon.
You boy seem to have a manner of turning up whenever the dragon does. You wouldn't happen to be a dragon, would you?
Well, I should hope so. That way I could probably, defeat it.
Huh. I've boarded up the windows, but so I can't really tell if it's still out there. Has it gone?
Well, I don't see it currently, no. I've come all the way here, and I haven't seen any trace from the dragon. If you would be so kind as to open up, we have an injured person with us that needs urgent attention.
Oh, of course. Give me a moment, Shrew. And you hear like the door brace being removed and the frantic unlocking of the door. And the door swings inwards. And you see Vincent stood there. And he looks down at you, gives a big smile, and he's lunging in for a big old hug.
Yeah, I go right into that one. I go right. As soon as I saw him, I was stepping in for the hug as well.
Nice. So even though you just met each other on that journey to Phandalin, but it was quite a bonding moment with the dragon attack and poor Betsy being taken off.
Yeah, now seeing the possibility of the dragon having attacked again, it's brought back the memories, and yeah, there's a close connection there.
Nice. So yeah, behind him is quite a heavy-set woman. Come in. This is my wife, Bertha.
Nice to meet you, Bertha.
Oh, nice to meet you, Shrew.
Oh, you know my name. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Vincent told me all about you, and how you managed to save him and Buttercup from the claws of that wretched beast.
Yes, I wouldn't say I saved anyone, but yeah, it was quite an ordeal. Yes.
Well, had this poor fool not knocked himself out on the wagon, and you hadn't been there to take the reins, who knows? He might have got off with more than a horse for dinner.
Perhaps you're right, but I don't feel like a hero right now. We have this poor person that has been afflicted by some kind of freezing magic or freezing something, and the poor person is freezing to death. We've managed to kind of stabilize him to the point where he's alive and he's still breathing, but I fear that we don't have enough time. We need to tend to their wounds and make sure they survive.
Oh yes, bring him by the fire. I'll get some soup on the go. That will warm him right up.
Yes. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe get some warm blankets.
Shrew, what about your horse? Let's take your horses to the stable.
Well, let me explain something. I don't want to cause confusion here. These are actually your horses.
My horses?
Yes.
My horses were stolen from Phandalin.
Yes, by me.
By you?
Yes. We needed a way to get to Conyberry quickly. And we saw these horses hitched by the Stonehill Inn in Phandalin. And we thought it would be in the best interest of both us and the person that we were set off to rescue to go there as quickly as possible. We needed transport. And as I say, we took the horses with the intention of bringing them back. But on my way there, I talked to them.
You talk to horses?
I can talk to animals, yes.
Oh, you never cease to amaze me, Shrew.
Oh, I'm glad. But I
Remarkable for a little fellow.
Yes, I found out that they were your horses, and that's why I'm here. We were coming to bring them back to you, safe and sound. And also this, and I put my hand in my pocket and take out the dagger that I used to cut the harness.
Oh, I trust your hunting knife.
Yes, I took it from you when we had been attacked by the dragon. I used this to cut us loose when the dragon picked up poor Betsy.
Oh.
But I never remembered to give it back to you with all the commotion.
Poor Betsy. No, you keep this knife.
No.
You're clearly more competent with it than I am.
Well, I don't know. Are you sure you don't want it?
No, keep it as a gift.
Oh.
Had it not been for your quick thinking, who knows? Maybe we would have been taken off with that dragon as well.
Well, thank you very much. I will treasure this for the rest of my life.
Well, when you make your way back to Phandalin, you're going to have to look for Amara and Lafay. They returned well, the horses, and they felt ever so guilty, so they went back to Phandalin to see if they could find them. They weren't sure if they'd tied them up properly or if somebody had taken them, but they'll be relieved to know that they're back, assuming they've survived the attack. I don't know if the dragon made it to Phandalin or not.
I hope it didn't, as I would feel ever so guilty. If Lafay and Amar haven't made it, they would have gone back to Phandalin because of me. So I'm sure it'll be okay. I'll search them out and I'll tell them to come back.
And what's those fancy garbs on that fellow you brought in?
That is the uniform of the guards of Neverwinter. I think a caravan was traveling somewhere. A caravan from Neverwinter.
Oh, that would make sense. I think that town mayor had sent for help from Neverwinter.
Really? Harding?
Yes, with so much talk of orcs and that dragon. I think the boys had mentioned something about preparing and sort of making the town ready in case anybody or anything attacked. So he must have sent for help from Neverwinter.
Well, unfortunately, they weren't much use. We can ask. If we mend the poor fellow, we mend him up and he's back to full strength, we can maybe ask him some questions of what occurred. Get to the bottom of what exactly attacked it. I reckon it was a dragon. You're boarded up here. Did you see the dragon yourself, you said?
Oh, yes, it was flying high up in the sky and it started swooping down again. I started getting these flashbacks from being in that cart. And I thought, oh, not again this time. Not this time, Vincent. So I quickly rushed and got the animals into the stable. I'd already lost 3 horses. I couldn't lose any more. My whole livelihood would have been gone.
Yes.
So I made haste, came back in here, brought Bertha in with me, and, we boarded ourselves up.
Yes, I'm sorry about the horses again. And there's another thing I wanted to give you. And
give me?
Yes. And I reach for my pocket and I take out 50 gold pieces in a bag. Take this, and hopefully it can help for the loss of poor Betsy.
What's this for, Shrew? Betsy wasn't your fault. Thanks to you, I still have Buttercup.
No, it might not have been my fault, but I can be out here making money. You have to be here, growing your crops, tending your fields, and 1 horse less is a major setback for someone living off the land. And I wanted to help. You helped me, you took me to Phandalin, free of charge, and this is how I repay you.
Roll a persuasion. He seems hesitant to take the gold.
Total of 7.
He's pushing the bag back towards you, you're pushing it back to him. He's insisting that he's not going to take it, you are insisting that he takes it. And then he sort of remembers suddenly that you've got these 2 companions, Bertha's taken this poor fellow towards the fire, along with Fabian. And he's like, oh, how rude of me. Who are your companions? We haven't met.
And he didn't take the bag of money.
He's still got it. You've been arguing it.
Right.
He's sort of been temporarily distracted.
All right. He has it in his hand currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, these are my great friends, Fenna and Fabian. They've been helping me out these days, and together we've been traveling the area and, helping out, getting experience, and our current aim, or at least mine, is to defeat this wretched dragon.
Oh, you're a brave man, Shrew.
Well, I don't know about brave, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Any friend of Shrew is a friend of mine. Come. Let's get something warm in your bellies. You must be hungry.
Oh yes, quite hungry.
So you guys sort of make your way in and start getting comfortable. Bertha starts preparing a spread of bread and fresh butter, cheese, sausage.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. There it is. I was slightly worried, are there going to be any sausages? And I kind of settled down on my chair even more comfortably now, knowing that I will soon have the nice taste of sausage in my mouth.
And here was I thinking, we've managed to make it through a reference to sausage without bursting out into laughter.
Nope.
So, tell me, what are these? You said you'd gone to rescue somebody.
Yes. Up the tribal trail, there's a Butterskull Ranch. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yes. What was that fellow's name?
Big Al, Alphonse.
Big Al, yeah, Alphonse, that was it, yes. Oh, haven't seen him in quite a while.
Well, a great tragedy befell him. He was attacked by orcs. His whole farm was attacked. Was part of it was burnt down.
You don't say!
Yes, and
Orcs!
orcs down from the mountains, and most of his farmhands, his family, his friends were slaughtered.
What sad times where orcs can just come down from the mountains and dragons out of the sky. Poor Al. Is he alive?
Yes, we found him alive. He's doing well. He found his prized possession, Petunia, his prized cow. That's how he makes his legendary butter, and he's trying to rebuild and pick himself up from rock bottom.
Oh, I think the boys had mentioned something about one of his farmhands being in town.
Yes.
Some fellow by the name of David Davos.
Davos. Yes. We briefly met him too.
Oh, you've been meeting a lot of people, Shrew.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the charmer.
And the boys, by the boys you mean...
Amar and Lafai.
Are they your children?
No, farmhands.
All right.
You know, they're learning the trade. So you and Vincent finish catching up, and you've shared as much as you want to share with him about your travels, the friends you've made, the things you've seen and fought, and your bellies are now full. And Vincent offers you, if you want to stay the night, because you've been traveling all day now again. Bertha's been sort of spoon feeding, force feeding almost soup to this poor elf. Seems to have a bit more colour in his cheeks now, but he's still not awake and conscious. And Vincent says that you guys are more than welcome to have a bath and get some rest, and he'll loan you the horses to help you in your journey to Phandalin.
Is it approaching night, you said?
Yeah, you guys have been travelling all day again.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd have got there. I've been there a few hours now, catching up, getting some food.
I'm a bit torn, Vincent. Fabian needs a rest. Yesterday we were attacked I forgot to mention, we were attacked by wolves on the road, and he hasn't been able to rest up. He needs the rest. But there might be trouble coming to Phandalin. More trouble. And I don't know if we have time to waste.
Well, your new friend over there doesn't look like he's in much shape to travel. We're happy to nurse him back to health if you'd like.
Yes.
You're more than welcome to take the horses with you to Phandalin.
I shall travel to Phandalin.
You can send them back with Amar and Lafai.
Yes. I shall travel back to Phandalin, but I shall do so alone. I shall leave Fenna and Fabian here. They need the rest.
You're gonna go alone?
It's just down the road. It's close. I just want to warn Harving Wester about the vision I had.
Okay. I'm fully rested up. I'll be more than welcome to go with you if you want.
Oh yes, you will most certainly would be more than welcome. It's up to you if you want to come. You can come.
And Fabian sort of looks over. Don't worry, I'll be all right here. I'll keep an eye on our new friend over there. And besides, a good bed and good bath as well. And he sort of smells his armpits. You guys haven't probably. I don't think you've washed in like 6 weeks, 6 or 7 days travel now, and had quite a few encounters. So I'll be fine. I'd feel more comfortable knowing that you're not alone.
Okay. Then Fenna, we leave now. We shouldn't be too far away from Phandalin. We can rest at the inn once we get there. We can inform Harbin of what's going on, and if Phandalin needs help, we'll be there. Fabian, you keep one of the stones.
Oh yes, that magical contraption.
Yes.
Fenna goes and gives him one of the stones.
If anything happens, you just let us know. Same here.
Very good.
Well, see you all soon.
Travel safe.
Thank you. And I walk outside. Vincent kept the gold, right?
Yeah, he's completely forgotten about it. I think you would have seen him sort of put it on the side of a cabinet.
So yeah, we'll say our farewells and head on out. I'm going back to Phandalin. We'll take both horses.
Okay, so you guys make the short trip down to Phandalin, and as you're arriving now, it's well into the night, and most of the residents are at home now or in the tavern. Where exactly is it you're going?
We are heading straight to Harbin Wester's home.
Okay, so you make your way through town and you're outside Harbin's house.
Okay, I walk up to his door and...
Who's there?
It is I, Shrew.
Who's Shrew?
What do you mean? Who's this?
What brings you here?
Who are you? Where is Harbin?
Townmaster Harbin is occupied.
Doing what? In the toilet?
Well, depends what business you have with him.
I have the most urgent of business with him. Who are you?
I'm doing the questions at the moment. I'll be back in a moment. You hear through the door. He sort of wanders off, and a minute or so later comes back. You hear the door unlatching. And you see in front of you a rather strong and tall, even for an elf, looking elf with dressed similarly to the fellow you picked up by the road. My name's Thalador. I'm the captain of the guard. Or what's left of it, anyway.
Nice to meet you, Thalador.
Come in. Harbin will see you.
Good.
So he sort of leads you in, and you see that within the hall there's also two other soldiers dressed with the garbs of Neverwinter. A female human and a male human as well. He sort of nods to you as you're walking in.
I do the same. Evening.
Good evening.
What's going on here? Why are you all...
Ah, Shrew.
Harbin?
I was beginning to think you had run off.
No. I wouldn't do such a thing. I'm Shrew, not Harbin.
You see him sat by the fire with a glass of wine, and on his lap is the hat of invisibility.
Oh, how is that hat treating you?
Well, funny you should ask, Shrew.
Why is that?
I think it's broken.
Well, what broken? How did you go about that?
Well, I put it on, but everybody can... my guards say they can see me, and people in the street were waving at me. Something must be wrong with this.
Did you use it more than 5 times in one day?
No.
Are you sure?
No, as far as I can recall, no. Those pesky gnomes.
Maybe the magic has worn off. Give it back to me. I'll take it to them next time I'm around, and I'll see if they can re-enchant it.
You're heading over to Nomengard again?
Perhaps. If I see it fit, perhaps on my adventures will take me there again.
Roll of deception.
That's a low 3.
No need. Sister Garel should be coming with the next batch of guards, I hope. I'll ask her to have a look at it.
No. Sister Garel, is she a gnome?
No.
Then she won't be able to fix this. This is gnomon magic, remember?
But she's an elf.
No.
And she knows enough of magic to...
No, preposterous. You need gnomon magic to fix a gnomon trinket. Everyone knows that, Harbin.
Well, I'll have a look at it first. And if she can't get it to work,
okay,
then perhaps you can take it to Nomengard.
Fair enough.
You wouldn't happen to have been a tricksy halfling, would you?
What do you mean by that?
Forget it. So it looks a little suspicious at you.
Anyway, well, how come suddenly you've opened your home to every stranger coming into Phandalin?
Well, not strangers. I now have soldiers of Neverwinter here to help us protect Phandalin, and I have them stay, or what's left of them anyway. They're here stationed at my home. I feel a little safer now with them here.
You do you?
I do.
What about the rest of the town? Why aren't they outside protecting them?
Well, there's only 3 of them at the moment, so...
And
they're
you need
here
3
and
guards
we're...
to protect your home, is that what it is?
Well, this is the headquarters.
The headquarters of what?
Of the town. We are making preparations to fortify the town. And they are in charge of getting the people to chip in, and we'll build up some palisades and build some little watchtower as well. We need to be ready in case those damn orcs come down from the mountain again, or that dragon was flying nearby again.
Hey, palisades won't save you from the dragon. You know that, right?
Well, but it keeps it safe. It'll keep the orcs out at least anyway.
Yes, and you...
And we need guards to man them.
You should probably be hasty about it. When are you planning on starting?
Well, we're starting already.
Good. And when do you think you'd have it done?
Well, it'll take us a while. Because, actually, now that you're here, and you've been so handy at, running errands and helping and warning people, I'm bringing this lovely hat.
I'm not a gopher. I'm Shrew. I'm not an errand boy.
Well, but you've proven yourself to be quite quite a reliable adventurer.
Fair enough. I'll accept that.
Yes. Yeah, deep in the Neverwinter Wood is a logging camp, and they'll be busy getting as much lumber as we need to build up our defenses. In fact, my brother, Barthen, well, half-brother anyway, he's the local provisioner there, and he needs some supplies to take to camp, and probably an escort to bring some of the freshly cut lumber safely back to Phandalin so that we can make good our defenses. What say you? I know you like gold.
No, it's not about the gold anymore. I need gold for supplies. I need potions. I need weapons. I need things to fend off the dragon. But I don't care about gold. Phandalin is in danger. In grave danger.
Oh, you wouldn't say. Did you catch a glimpse of that beast again?
Yes. I saw what it did to the caravan that was traveling to Phandalin. Just outside, near the farms. But also, it had a vision.
A vision?
A vision. It went to the altar of fate.
I've never heard of that.
Well, perhaps you should read a book. A history book.
I haven't got time for reading history books when I've got this town to defend.
Perhaps one of your protectors, your guards here, have heard of the place. A shrine by the name of Savaras. The Shrine of Savaras. Inside there's an altar that was said to grant people visions. Show people their fate. And upon touching it, it showed me a great peril that was to befall Phandalin.
Well, it doesn't take much of a vision to know that there's a peril facing Phandalin with that damn dragon flying above our skies.
It was a horde of orcs.
Well, yes, we know there's orcs. I've just said we're building a palisade.
Led by
Shrew, it's late. Have you rested?
Led by a giant boar.
Giant boar?
With thunder, lightning, coming out of its tusks.
I've never heard of such a thing. Preposterous.
Well, had you heard about ice-breathing dragons before?
Well, dragons, yes, I've heard of dragons. Never really cared to see one up this close, but...
Have you heard about orcs coming down from the mountains and attacking farms?
They're orcs. What do you expect orcs to do? They raid, they pillage. A little bolder, perhaps, now than they have been in previous years, but, you know, Phandalin is built on the ruins of an older town, so no surprises there.
All I'm saying, it's stranger times, and things are not as they should be.
Well, yes, I said. That's why we're trying to shore up our defenses.
Yes, that's great. But be aware that there is a very big threat coming, and I don't know if you'll have your defenses up in time.
Well, the best chance we've got to get the defenses up is getting the provisions over to Barthen and bringing back the lumber.
Fair enough. When do you want me to head out?
Well, I think there's some last-minute things that we need to get from the Lion Shield coaster, but we should be ready to leave day after tomorrow.
You seem more bold.
Oh, yes, it's good to have soldiers and you and your friends back here.
Have you left the safety of your house yet? Have you shown your face to your townspeople?
Well, yes, I was, they perhaps did not see my face, but then this hat stopped working, and now I'm accompanied by these guards, and hopefully word will reach Neverwinter soon, and another company will make its way down here to help us shore up the defenses.
I look at the guard that opened up for me.
Yeah, Thaladu.
Thaladu?
Yes?
As I came into Phandalin, as I said, I saw the distraction that the dragon caused.
Our fallen brethren. They couldn't... That beast just swooped down, and before we knew it, the road before us had frozen, the cart overturned, and then just screams, and everything what little we had, we were just basic soldiers. We had swords, and we couldn't get close, and the arrows in the panic couldn't do much, so fortunately, we managed to get out, but unfortunately not everyone did.
One more did, though.
There was another survivor.
Yes, we found one of your brethren alive. Barely alive.
Who was it? Where is he?
He's back in the farms outside of Phandalin. He's been taken care of by my good friends. He's still not awake. He was an elf. We haven't been able to talk to him yet.
An elf?
Yes.
Could be my brother. Did he look like me?
Now that you say it, yes. Slightly more handsome, but yes.
That'll be my brother, Egnir. In the farm's just outside, you said?
Yes.
And which farm is he?
He's in a farm of a good friend of mine. He's okay.
You must take me to him. He's alive. He sort of turns and shakes the other guard that's next to him. He made it. Any others? Did anybody else make it?
Now that I think of it, I never checked. No, I'm afraid.
They're all frozen there.
I'm waiting to be rescued. No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, at least there's one more. Please, you must take us to him. Or at least tell me where he is, and I'll go and give my thanks to your friend.
Yes, I'll give you directions. It's not too far from here. Actually, 1 second. And I take out the stone of sending. Fabian, do you hear me? Damn, he must be asleep.
You're talking into a stone?
Yes. These are one of these magical items that... Like your hat of disappearing. Parling. One of these fancy magical items that have come in use. My friend back at the farm has the other one, and I can talk to him through it. But he must be asleep.
Well, it is getting quite late.
Yes. Anyway, I'll give you the directions. And I kind of explain where the farm is.
Okay. Thank you. I'll make haste. I must go see my brother. You see him looking ecstatic and he makes his way.
So you have one less protector now, Harwing? How do you feel?
One less, but I will have one more.
How so? Oh yes, when he comes back. Of course. So when... I feel like I should be leaving now. Towards Neverwinter Woods.
Well, perhaps we can make some arrangements to leave tomorrow. If you'd be so kind to go to the Lion Coaster and, urge them to speed up the provision of the goods we need to take to the camp.
The what? The Lion Coats?
The Lion Shield Coaster. The store. You've been here a while now. Haven't you been to the store yet?
No. Although I have to. I really must. Because I need to buy more provisions myself.
Very well.
Is it open now?
No, it won't be open now. They'll be open in the morning. You tell them that I sent you, and to make haste, we must move quickly.
Okay, well, if that would be all, I'm gonna make my way to the inn. I've got some things to do before the morning.
Okay, well, come and see me when you've made the arrangements at the Lion Shield Coaster.
I will do. Have a good night, fellows.
Good night. And as you walk off, you see him looking at the hat and sort of putting it on, taking it off. So you're going to the inn, yeah?
Yeah. You kind of take the horses and tether them outside of the inn where we found them.
Okay. You make your way inside.
Yeah.
You see Toblum at the bar. A number of patrons there having some drink and sharing some stories by the fire.
Toblum. It's been a few days, hasn't it?
Shrew. It's been a while.
Yes. I'm glad to see you.
I think you lost something. And he slams down the key from your room.
Oh. Yes. How did that jump out of my pocket? Who had it? Where did you find it?
Well, this drunkard was in your room, and he had your key on him.
In my room?
So I kicked him out. I took the key and kicked him out. We don't have any freeloaders staying here, and some outsider.
Poor fella. Where is he now?
Who knows?
Have you seen, or have two young-looking farmers been around this place by the names of Omar and Lathian?
Omar?
Yes, Omar and Lathian. Omar, Fenna. Were those the names?
I think Vincent said it was Amar?
Amar, yes.
Amar,
that was it.
The other name, even I can't quite figure it.
Lathian.
It was a strange name.
Yes.
I seem to recall two farmhands looking for a horse, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Are they around?
No, I haven't seen them in a couple of days.
Were they staying here in the inn?
Well, they stayed here, and then there was some ruckus about their horses having been taken, and they left for a day, and then so many people come and go, but I think they'd come in, asked around again, and I don't know, they didn't stay here. Perhaps they'd spent the night, I don't know, perhaps they went back to the farm.
So you haven't seen them in a while?
A couple of days at least.
Okay. Anyway, pour me some ale, the usual. Some sausages. You would be so kind.
Of course. He goes off and gets you some ales and some sausages. As you guys are digging into your sausage and ale and potatoes and second meal, you guys are hungry. You had eaten at Vincent's, but all that adventuring and travelling has worked up quite an appetite.
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
Yeah, as a halfling, you're used to second breakfast, perhaps not second dinners.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
So as you're settling down to eat, through the raucous of the patrons that are drinking, trying to enjoy a little bit of their night after the scare that some of them would have heard of the dragon, some of them may have seen it, you hear a familiar voice breaking through the noise. Shrew, is that you? You turn to see Norbus and Dazzlin making their way to your table.
Hey! Long time no see. Yes, it's me.
It's been good to see you.
Yes, same here.
I was worried you'd gone off.
No.
You'd told us to stay put here, and it's been about 6-7 days since we've last seen you.
I've been keeping busy, and I trust you've been staying put.
Aye, we have. We have indeed. And we've been checking through our logs and our dwarven secrets. And we think that there might be something to go and explore.
Where?
Well, this dragon's not the first dragon to terrorize these parts.
There more?
Well, if my recollection is correct, it's about a century ago. There was a dragon that had been slain, and this hero, Lady Tanamir, she fought and killed the dragon, and her tomb was thought to be long lost and forgotten. But I believe that Norbus and I have an inkling of where it might be.
Tell me more. You have piqued my interest.
Well, yes, the legend goes that she was buried with her weapon, which slew the dragon. So, with you coming to warn us of the dragon and saying that you're working your way up to fight it,
yes.
I thought it'd be important information to know, and it's a tomb that we can raid, and hopefully there's gold and gems for us as well in it.
Whereabouts is it?
If our calculations are correct and our interpretations of these our maps, it should be about 3/4 of the way up to Neverwinter, in between the high road and the Neverwinter wood.
Right.
And it's further away from the Sword Mountains where you told us to stay away from, so it would make sense. We'd be further away from Phandalin.
If I'm traveling with you, I'll be comfortable for you leaving. I can kind of help you out, but I'm on my way. Tomorrow, I'm on my way to the Neverwinter Woods. Harving has asked me to run an errand for him, and I don't know if I can delay it.
Well, it's where exactly are you going? We're in the woods. It's a big wood,
Yes. I'm going to the lumber yard.
Or the loggers' camp.
Yes, that. The loggers' camp. They, as you may be able to tell, they're trying to up their defenses, build palisades and such, and they need supplies and materials.
That's quite a few days away.
Yes, well, so is the tomb, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a little closer, but it's on the way, I would believe. It depends if you take the high road. Take the high road up and then the river from outside Neverwinter across to the loggers' camp. Or if you could enter through the woods. That would probably be quicker, but perhaps a little more dangerous going through the woods. But anyway, we'd be happy to accompany you to the loggers' camp, and then from there, perhaps on the way down, make a little pit stop.
Well, I'm supposed to escort the materials back to Phandalin. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting that mission in danger. Maybe we can park this for later. I don't think anybody's gonna go gallivanting into a tomb anytime soon.
Well, not many people know it exists.
Exactly.
Yeah. Keep it between us.
Yes. Keep it quiet. And I give you my word that I won't be searching the tomb by myself after you haven't given me the exact location. You can rest assured.
Well, let's have a drink to you and your safe return. This one's on us. Those gems were worth quite a shiny coin.
Yes. I keep thinking that perhaps I should have given you less, but no, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, tomorrow, if we're gonna go exploring dangerous tomb, I want you guys a bit better equipped. Perhaps some new armor.
Well, if you're not going to the tomb, we could stay here.
Yes, I know.
We're not much of a... As you saw, Nordbus is not much good at the fighting. So
Yes, but when we go to the tomb, I want you equipped. I want you good
yes.
armor. Tomorrow I'm going to be visiting the store, so why don't you come with us, with Bianthena, and we can try some armors on you.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Well,
It would make sense to go well prepared,
yes. Well,
especially after that last tomb and the damn orcs and whatever that blobbish thing was as well.
about that last tomb, I keep thinking of the green light that came from one of the rooms that was blocked. You haven't happened to learn more about it, have you?
No. Well, I was itching to dig it out, but
Yes.
it made sense to come back here. Although one would question how safe we are here now after that damn dragon was flying over
Indeed.
the town.
But at least you have guards here, you have people that can help you. You're not on your own. But maybe we can make our way back to that place.
Why, when you return from your little trip?
Yes. We'll keep in contact. But anyway, see you in the morning. We'll go for some shopping.
Very well, and I think that's a good place to wrap up this episode for this week. And
Nice.
we'll continue on the preparations for the trip to the loggers camp next week. So yeah, today's episode's a little different, a little more roleplay heavy, a little bit of tying together of loose ends and meeting old acquaintances after some time on the road.
Yeah, it's been good to see some old faces. I've enjoyed it myself. It's good to relax for once and not be threatened by anything on the road or in shrines or in tombs or in farms. So yeah, it's been a good one for me. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And remember to visit our website, i2td.com, and there you'll find all the links, all the good links to our stuff, to our social media, to everything. Twitter, Instagram. We need to still add the TikTok one. We haven't added that one yet.
Oh yeah, we're on TikTok now as well.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're not doing the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
We're just putting sneak peeks at the moment.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Do you want us to do
Yeah, good
things
question.
on TikTok?
Yeah, do you want us to do the TikTok thing? What is the TikTok thing?
I don't know, but whenever I've seen anybody on it, it just seems to be dances and.
Do you want us to do dances? Is that what you're asking the people?
Do you want to see Big Al do a shuffle on TikTok?
No. Not me particularly. But let us know if you do.
I can do the truffle shuffle.
Truffle shuffle, what's that?
Come on, the truffle shuffle.
I don't know, I never heard it.
Hey, you guys!
What's that?
Don't remember the Goonies?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Wasn't it the truffle shuffle and sort of jiggles his tummy?
I can't remember that one. No, it's been a while since I saw the Goonies.
Great film. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And if it's been a while, go back and watch it.
Yeah, sure. I've got to get on it again. Check out the Truffle Shuffle.
So I'm going to have to concede here that this next section is called The Last One Standing.
Yes, we did it. The last one standing crew. We did it.
Yeah, we've been having a few of them popping up on Twitter, having quite a laugh with them. So check out the Discord because we will be posting them there. Sorry, we'll be posting some of them there, and a couple have come with homemade memes and actually some art as well included. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. We've laughed, we've chuckled. Thankfully, no one's made us cry yet.
Yeah, not yet.
And that brings us to this week's keyword or password. What is it, Big Al?
The password for this week is old acquaintances. Old acquaintances. So yeah, as always, comment on either Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or directly on the Discord channel. That's where we'll be able to see most of your comments. And use that catchphrase in a clever way, funny way, not a hurtful way. But if you're gonna make us cry laughing. Never in a hurtful way. Please. With all that being said, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and see you next time as we delve
into the dungeon.